Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Paula, Cujo, Landau Lanes, for hosting us. And this is a big night for us. We're pretty darn excited to have our 10th anniversary celebration on our 11th year of existence. That's kind of unique. I mean, you haven't been to one of those parties lately, probably. But thank you for coming. Thank you for being and supporting the Marysville Community Foundation the last 11 years. I'm going to start out tonight by introducing our board of directors. Would the board of directors come up here? Okay, yes. All right. And I think we're all here tonight. Does that look right? Very good. Well, as you know, you're only as good as the people that you surround yourself with. And I can't tell you, this is one of these boards that Lynn will have something going on, and Lynn says, I'll take care of that, and you could forget it. You know how some boards you're on, 10% of the people do 90% of the work? Well, not the Marysville Community Foundation Board. So I want to publicly acknowledge them, thank them, and we meet every, fourth Wednesday of every month. And I brag because we have great attendance. And so without them, we wouldn't be here, without a doubt. Whoop, I lied. Candace Wright is also on the board, and she couldn't make it tonight, so thank you. First is Lindsay Hornon. Lindsay's been on our board 3 years, 2 years, something like that. Katie Smith has been, 5 or 6 years? Katie. Ryan Smith is one of the original board members. And so he's been here 10 years. And while I mention that, those of you who get bored with my talk, which won't happen, I want you to notice our trivia questions that we have up here. And that's the difference between having an executive director with technology skills and me. Okay? But we really had fun pulling those numbers together, and maybe you'll have fun looking at. Myself, I'm Jeff Christ. Lynn Mayer has been on the board how long? Since the beginning? Since the beginning. Rhonda Wassenberg, 5, 6 years? Rhonda, 4, something like that. Patty Holly, 5, 6 years maybe or so. 4, about the same kind. You guys are so consistent, it just seems like you've been here a long time. And then Bill Philippi also is one of our original board members. So please help me give him a round of applause. Next, we have a special guest tonight. Vern Hendricks is the CEO of the Greater Manhattan Community Foundation. The Marysville Community Foundation is an affiliate of the Greater Manhattan Community Foundation. I always tell the story that on June 1st, or June 2nd, I can't remember. June 2nd, 2014, we signed an agreement with Manhattan and to become an affiliate. And so I equate that is they didn't know us, we didn't know them. So we got married that day, and then we started dating afterwards. And from our standpoint, we're happier now, 11 years in, than we were that day. Vern's going to say a few words.
Well, thank you. And yes, 2 reasons I'm here tonight, or maybe even 3. So when I found out you were going to have a 10-year celebration, that's awesome, because it was a significant night in that whole process, and you guys have done a super job. Certainly want to celebrate his leadership for 10 years, and wanted to celebrate Ashley and as being the new executive director here, and give it up to her. But I had to come here to find out if he could really only speak for 12 minutes. There's no way, but no, I can't be prouder of you guys, the whole process. I was talking to somebody earlier, and you know, we try to be very much in the backside, but this is definitely a celebratory moment. And but I wanted to let you know that When we started this gig, there were 3 of us in the Manhattan office. There's 21 of us now with our executive directors. There are 20 affiliates like yourself. You're a member of the 87th largest community foundation in the nation. You're a member of the 9th fastest growing community foundation based on year-end 22 numbers. And so you are a part of a group that's movers and shakers, and it's only, you have the greatest representation of a board and your community here of those movers and shakers. And I just want to say thank you, and God bless you all. So.
Thank you, Vern. And we were, and that night on June 1st, or June 2nd, should I say, we signed that agreement at the Marysville Country Club. And one thing that blew me away, Vern and his entire staff came up with that. At that time, we were affiliate number 4, and now they have 20. Next, I'd like to introduce you, Ashley Crott. Ashley is our new executive director. She's been on board since May, and you know, the placemats, the technology, like I said, Ashley gets credit for that. She's going to talk a little later on, but get around, and if you don't know Ashley, I know most of you do, but we're excited to have her. We began June 2nd, 2014, and we had a mission statement which still is in place today to provide a vehicle for current and future community needs through philanthropic giving. Our goal was to be part of all good things happening in Marysville and provide a better place to live, work, and visit. Originally, we started, big surprise, we didn't have any money. So I don't see, but Betty Lammerding was one of our board members, and she came up with the idea of founding partners. And I know that some of you remember that. You were part of that founding partner group. I think there was originally 20, and that provided the seed money for us to grow. That founding partner committed to pledge $1,000 a year for 5 years. And that leads me to the next story. I will never forget, in December of that year, we were about 6 months old, and my good friend Kirk Bradford said, "How much money do you have so far? How much have you raised?" And I'm kind of a glasses half full type of person. So I said, very enthusiastically, "We have $34,000. And Kirk looked at me and he said, "Is that all?" And I go, well, I wish Kirk was here today for a lot of reasons, but I know he would be very, very proud of the numbers that I'm going to share with you tonight. Our first Pony Up Marysville Match Day, there were 23 organizations, $30,000 in match money, and we raised $129,000. And I want to lift up United Bank and Citizens Bank, because they have been match money donors from the very beginning. And it's pretty humbling because we didn't know what we were doing, but they trusted us, and the donors trusted us. And so I can remember, I cry a lot, I guess, but being so excited. Can you believe we raised $129,000 in 24 hours? That's a heck of a soup supper fundraiser, isn't it? So thank you, Citizen State Bank. Thank you for United Bank for being a partner with us for 8 years. In 2025, we had 61 organizations, $105,000 in match money, and I see many of you in the crowd that have not only been match money donors this year, but many years in the past. And hold on to your hats. Match money plus grant money plus donations. This last year, our total was $623,000. I think I speak for the board. Never in a million years did I think that would happen. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to try to top that next year. I want you to mark your calendars for May 1st, 2026. So thank you, match money donors. Thank you, organizations. And most importantly, or equally important, thank you, donors who participated for not only last year, but many, many years. I've asked Shelby Temps to talk a little bit about, he's president of the Blue River Rail Trail, and talk a little bit about how Pony Up Marysville Match Day has helped their organization. All right.
Thank you guys for allowing me to speak. I had to actually prepare my comments.
Okay.
No, I appreciate the opportunity to come up and speak on behalf of the Blue River Rail Trail for everything that this organization has done for us. So we want to sincerely thank Jeff and the entire Marysville Community Foundation Board for your dedication to lifting up all the local nonprofit organizations. This work not only strengthens individual groups, but the entire community. So thank you guys so much. The annual Pony Up Marysville fundraiser also inspires people to give that would otherwise not give, and often encourages people to support organizations that they may not have otherwise supported. As far as the Blue River Rail Trail goes, the impact has been tremendous. The matching funds provided through Pony Up has stretched the donations even further, allowing us to tackle projects that improve the trail for everyone. Just a few examples. Over the past several years, your support has helped us bring the trail into downtown. It's helped us fund restrooms at both the Hole and Jayhawk Road trailheads. We've created a kids bike park that continues to grow with new trails and new features. And we've been able to complete a riverbank stabilization project that protected the trail from erosion that would have definitely threatened the trail. So as we work to improve the final section in the downtown, I'm sure we'll continue to benefit from the Foundation's fundraising efforts. So tonight, on behalf of the Blue River Rail Trail Board and the many people who enjoy the trail every year, thank you for inspiring generosity and for making it possible for projects like ours.
You're very welcome. And I'm sure many other organizations that are here tonight have a similar story, but Ashley limited me to 12 minutes. So, but please feel free. Share your story with others about the Community Foundation and Pony Up Marysville Match Day. Raise your hand if you donated at any of the Pony Up Marysville Match Days. Okay? Anybody want to tell me why? All right.
I could be loud. I mean, I think it's as simple as you want to give back to your community, right? And I believe a lot of what Shelby just said about inspiring people to give. The organizations that Joe and I give to every year are organizations we always support, but it's just that extra chance to take it a little bit further.
Very good. Anybody else? Are you guys worried about the 12-minute thing? I mean, that was just a suggestion. Thank you, Michelle. But again, I'm sure everybody has a reason. And I didn't know what Shelby was going to talk about, but that's one of the things that as we have grown from 23 organizations in Pony Up Marysville Match Day to 61, people keep wondering, is there a top number? And what we found when we have, and I think we've already got 2 more for next year, actually something like that, as we grow the number of organizations, people give to what they're passionate about. People give to what touches them. And so as we get more organizations, we seem to have touched more people, kind of like Shelby has said. This is something I'm really excited about. Total Marysville Community Foundation grants since 2014, $3.3 million grants paid out. How cool is that? along with that, Rhonda Wassenberg is our treasurer, and she just sent out our treasurer's report a couple days ago, Rhonda, something like that. I think I told you that first year, our total liability and fund balance was $34,000. The most recent report shows that our total liabilities and fund balances, which is all of you funds and organizations counting this, $2.8 million. So you can see where I think Kirk would be pretty excited about tonight. I've introduced Ashley. Ashley's going to talk a little bit about some other things, about the future of the Marysville Community Foundation.
I did only give Jeff 12 to 15 minutes, and I think we're at that. So I will keep this part short, but I'm honored to be here as the new executive director of the Marysville Community Foundation. This is a great board of people to work for, and as Jeff said, everybody shows up and really contributes, and I really appreciate that in leadership, and so thank you guys for all the work that you've done for the past 10 years. My position is actually funded through the Patterson Family Foundation. It's a grant that our board had applied for, and that foundation helps community foundations employ directors so that they can continue to grow those foundations and give back to the communities in which they're located. So we've been really fortunate to receive that grant. Part of that grant is how do we make this foundation grow to be self-sustaining, and so it has a 3-year plan to help us meet some different goals. One of those goals is creating additional endowment funds that'll continue to generate income in perpetuity. And then some of the other things that we really want to focus on are just a broader outreach. Like Jeff said, the more funds that we have part of the organization, the more donors we have, the more people we touch, the more funds we can bring in. And so we really just want to increase education in the general public of what is the Community Foundation, or what do we do here, be present in all of our different community functions as much as possible. And then we have so many different opportunities, I think, for giving that people are not familiar with. So we've done a really great job of growing Match Day to this point. We also want to take the time to focus on what is a donor advised fund? How can my family start something specific? Do we need to look at an endowment? Are we interested in doing the gift of grain, which is an agriculture program and giving through commodities? So grain, cattle, there's also a stocks program that goes with that. So really just wanting to make sure that people know all the different opportunities for being involved with the foundation, and so we can continue to grow and really hopefully sustain Marysville and Marshall County for the next 100 years and longer. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ashley, and welcome. Our goal as a community foundation is to be part of all good things happening in Marysville and to make Marysville and Marshall County. And that's another thing I want to talk about, that Marysville Community Foundation isn't just Marysville. It's Marshall County. And I'm going to say I have done a poor job of letting that know. And I'm going to lift up St. Malachy's over in Beatty. I was talking to Kevin O'Neill, I'll say, I don't know, 9 months ago, 10 months ago. And I said, because they had that big renovation in the church. And I said, how come you guys don't have a fund? And Kevin said to me, I thought that was a Marysville thing. And I said, no, that's a Marshall County thing. So they got on board, they participated, and had a great year. Where's Katie at, right? For their first year. And I'm sure it's going to grow. So it's a Marshall County thing, and we do have community foundations in Blue Rapids and Frankfort as well. But we also support lots of things throughout the county. Marshall County Veterans Fund, 4-H, et cetera, et cetera. So that's something that I want people to know. Thank you for coming and being part of the Marysville Community Foundation. We couldn't be successful without you, and we appreciate you being here tonight. Ashley, what did I forget?
Well, it's a birthday party, Jeff.
Let's sing happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Community Foundation. Happy birthday, Community Foundation. Happy birthday. Vern, yes, let's go. I have to tell you, one of the meetings that I was, one of the affiliate meetings, when Vern introduced me, he says he has an unusual style, but he gets things done. Like singing happy birthday, right? Yeah, that's kind of unusual, Vern, isn't it? But anyhow, we're so glad you're here. So glad you're part of our growth. There's lots of food back there. Please help yourself again. We want you to stay and drink and visit and have fun. And if you have any questions about the community validation, either tonight or in the future, talk to myself, one of our board members, Ashley. But again, thank you for being here and helping us celebrate great growth the last 11 years. Thank you.